What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, been a minute. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Big physical media news all over the place. And there's a lot of stuff I want to cover, a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about, but I really the main thing today is the Severin sale. And their summer sale is their big annual um, you know, yearly annual sale where things go up to 75% off. They drop a whole slew of new titles, etc. And I want to kind of go through that. I want to show you guys what I got. Now, I'll just say I had every intention of skipping this sale. I haven't picked anything up from Severin in about 2 years. August 2024 was my last purchase. And I was out at camp for that sale and I went pretty hard. And I usually wait on Severin stuff these days. I hit that sale pretty hard. I got a lot of back catalog stuff, but lately their new releases have been just too expensive. And so, and last year was like Hell of the Living Dead, which I have on Blu-ray, and it was a Rats Night of Terror, which I have on Blu-ray, and that 2-pack from Blue Underground. So there's nothing that I absolutely had to have. I didn't really need to upgrade those. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit this sale out again too and wait till they go on sale, yada yada. But I was kind of like following along and seeing what they were doing. And they dropped Autopsy of Jane Doe, which I've never seen. Then they dropped Metamorphosis. Then they dropped Black Cat, and they just kind of kept going. It was like banger after banger. And I started to just be like, wait a minute, should I be participating this year? And I still said to myself, listen, I don't need these movies in 4K. I don't own any of them in any format, but they're still really cool releases. But I was just kind of like, you know what, they're gonna be too expensive. It's gonna be 45 to 50 bucks a release. And so I was like, you know what, I'll kind of just linger and see what's going on. And then I got more excited as more titles got released. We'll kind of hop into it and see what's going on. And so I decided to stay up for the sale. And when I got on the sale, they were pretty relatively priced. They were pretty decently good priced. I have to tell you, it was not 45 to 50 a pop. I think Solange was the only one that was about $49, which I did not pick up. That one I'll definitely wait for a standard or till it goes on sale, whatever. But the rest of the titles that I really wanted were like 35, 36 bucks, which for a brand new collector's edition 4K UHD is pretty standard. That's a pretty reasonable price. This was not overpriced under any circumstances as far as I'm concerned. I was very happy with the price last night. So lo and behold, I kind of went for it and I picked up some stuff. And picked up some stuff I did. But just a little bit of background. I've been collecting Severin for a long time. And if you remember the good old days when the site used to crash every year, the site still sucks, but it's way better than it used to be. But Severin's responsible for some of my favorite releases ever, truly. The Della Morte Delamore 4K box set. This is one of my favorite pieces of physical media in history. This is one of my favorite horror movies. And this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this movie. This is a gorgeous Severin edition. And yeah, I mean, I've been collecting Severin for a long time, and so I just always kind of feel nostalgia when I get into their site and into the sale. So let's get into it, man. And I apologize, I've been away for a minute. I just had a lot going on. I haven't really been able to get on the channel. I got some new ink. Wrapping up the sleeve for the most part. Also, today's my last day of school, which was pretty sweet. I'm a teacher, so let's get into it, man. Let me start with what I actually picked up, because like I said, I actually didn't end up getting anything last night. I stayed up, made a cart about 15 movies, decided not to pull the trigger, woke up, and then pulled the trigger this morning. And everything was still there, nothing sold out. But I want to show you guys what I got and then kind of take you through some titles that I think you might like, that I can recommend to you. So let's kind of share it. See what we got. All right. So like I said, I spent quite a bit. So first I did get that Autopsy of Jane Doe with a 2-disc 4K with the slipcase. 38 bucks. It's not bad. I've never seen that Andre Overdahl. I've never seen it, but apparently it's an excellent movie. So I really wanted to kind of get that one. Maniac with Elijah Wood. I love the original maniac, so this is kind of like a no-brainer for me. The Manitou, I hear it's absolutely bananas about a tumor that kind of like comes to life and rips out of a woman's back and starts killing people. I'm really excited about that one. Then you've got Enigma. I remember when this thing came out, like, I don't know, 6 years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna get this, just not right now. And it's 750. So 750 for the blue. Couldn't pass that up. Now the screaming starts beyond the seventh door. I'm a sucker for these old Intervision DVDs. So I picked that up. Frankie and his pals have wanted for forever. $5. Beast Must Die. This was um a really cool sale. 875 for this one. I thought that was a pretty good price. I picked up the Vampiros Lesbos and She Killed in Ecstasy. I picked up the Blu-rays on those. Those were like $17 a pop with the slip. I thought that was a great buy. Really wanted those for a while. I picked up the Metamorphosis 3-disc Ultra HD with the CD, yada yada. I picked up another Fulci title, Voices from Beyond. Saint Bernard, that was on sale for $750. The Masturbating Gunman, just because that's it, it's just wild. Death Warmed Up, Razor Blade Smile, and then Demonia. Demonia was a title that I had been looking for a while. I think that came out that same year that Enigma came out, and I'd passed on both of them. But yeah, so let's kind of go back to Severin here. Let's kind of break these things down. That's what I did pick up. Now tomorrow is going to be the box set sale. Now, when I say there's really nothing left for me here, I say that because I picked up everything that I really want at this point. I've been collecting Severin for so long, so there's nothing really left that I need as far as the back catalog stuff. From here on out, it's just kind of like new titles, except for the box sets. The box sets I still need to catch up on, so I might hit the sale tomorrow. But everything else, like the singular titles, I'm pretty much caught up. But what's interesting is they're doing it staggered this year, which I don't really get, but I think it's a good marketing ploy. But they have the box set Saturday, which they always do, which is a really cool, unique thing that they do. I love that. But this is Sunday. They're doing the Anthropophagus, Absurd. I have both those on blue, so I'm not going to upgrade them, but I do want that box to house them in. Then Beyond the Darkness and Dark Waters. I want both of those, Beyond the Darkness and Dark Waters. So yeah, so that's coming Sunday. So some things to look forward to both Saturday and Sunday. But let's get into, all the goodness, man. So they've got some bundles here. What I think is interesting about this year with the sale is that none of the bundles sold out. And I think that's because the prices of the movies are reasonable this year. Like, I don't think I haven't done the math, but you're saving, I guess, 10% of the foreign objects bundle, 15% of the everything bundle. But again, they're including like the shirts and everything. So I think if you're just to buy the movies, even if you do just the discs, I still think I don't know. I guess it says you save 10%. I don't know. I just think that if you don't want absolutely everything, it's not worth it because the prices are reasonable on these movies. But anyway, so listen, they did the Autopsy of Jane Doe. Now, this is a movie, again, Andre Overdahl. I've heard nothing but fantastic things. And again, for a slip box 4K UHD, $38 is super reasonable. I can't argue with that price. It is not 45. It's not 50. I was expecting this to be $49.99. I really was and I wouldn't even think twice about it. Maybe even more. I thought maybe even like $59.99. Like they've had some crazy price in the past. I want to say Opera was like $60. Like they've had some crazy price in the last couple of years. This was very reasonable. Everything in the sale, other than Solange, was very reasonable. So I was like, you know what? I really want to see this movie. I thought about kind of waiting, but where's the fun in that for a movie that you really want to see, especially when it's a decent price? So I did pick up Autopsy of Jane Doe. Really cool kind of slip box on that. It's kind of like the Slaughterhouse Vinegar Syndrome one. But yeah, this has Emile Hirsch in it. This is like the title I'm probably most excited about. I don't really know much about it other than there's a woman on a gurney and they're doing an autopsy, and I think she comes alive or something like that. But New York Times, gaspingly good. I mean, this thing has universally excellent reviews, like universally. So I'm okay. I'm okay paying $38 when something is universally loved like this. So yeah, and to get a cool edition like this is pretty sweet. So Autopsy of Jane Doe. Then we have the Elijah Wood Maniac. I love the original Maniac. This isn't like a must-have for me, but again, this is feeling more to me like a movie that's kind of like getting universal love. Like I feel like anyone that's spoken about this movie has really enjoyed it. And so especially enjoyed it as like a bizarre horror movie. So like hell yeah, man. And especially Elijah Wood, I feel like wouldn't do it if he didn't love the script. So I'm actually really excited for this one. Again, and this is kind of what I mean. Like they were just as the days went on, it was like banger, banger, banger. And I was like, I want all of this, like pretty much. So I was like, you know what? You only live once. Like just get down, have fun with the sale. Black Cat, I have the Blu-ray. I just didn't feel the need. I love the movie. I love Black Cat. It's one of my favorite Fulci films. I mean that. It's a really great flick. But I have the Blu-ray. It's super cool, rigid slipcase on that. And if you've kind of been keeping up and like getting slipcases on all these things, if you want to say uniform, it's fine. I didn't need it. The Blu-ray looks fantastic. Then the Perros Callejeros trilogy, I didn't really know much about. I passed on this one. So I can't speak much on that. I also can't speak much to the What Have You Done to Solange. But I hear it's a really gnarly giallo, like a really true, like really, really good giallo. But I never seen it. Maybe I'll get a standard down the line, but I didn't think I really needed it. So I held off for now just because that price tag. If it was a little cheaper, I would have got it. But all right. Then we have Metamorphosis. Now, this is another title that I'm really excited about for a decent price, $38. I don't really know too much about it, but the trailer was freaking gnarly. Look at that artwork. And I'm down. It feels like a body horror type situation produced by Joe D'Amato. A lot of Joe D'Amato vibes in the sale. Presented in UHD for the first time. This was on an old 2-pack Blu-ray, I believe with what the hell was on that 2-pack Blu-ray? Let me see. I don't have it, but Metamorphosis 2-pack Blu-ray. I think like Blue Underground or Scream Factory did it. What was it with? There was a 2-pack Blu-ray, and Beyond Darkness. That's what it was. I don't remember what company did that. But it was, I have her here. It was Scream Factory. Yes, they did Metamorphosis and Beyond Darkness. That's like a 2-pack for like super cheap at this point. But I picked it up because I was a sucker. What can I tell you? And I'm really excited to check this one out. So Metamorphosis, I've never seen it. There was that 2-pack. I don't have it, but you got a new 4K scan from the negative, so it's gonna look fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of went for it. It's not really my vibe as far as paying full price these days. But when the price is fair, like I'm all for it. So Metamorphosis looks pretty sweet. There's also like I know it's like there's something up with the slipcover. I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember. All right, so let's kind of keep cruising here. Then they had Sheila and the Brain Sim. I don't know anything about it, nor have I heard anything about it. So I can't really speak to that one. But if you guys know, definitely let me know. Then we have The Manitou. Now, The Manitou, again, is a movie I've never seen, but I've heard some, Garrett over at Born to Rouse putting it over hard on their live stream last night. Also, shout out to them. I was on for their live stream. They killed it as always. I love watching those guys. Dead Pit, Garrett, CHH. They inspire a lot of what I do. But we have The Manitou, man, about a tumor from an Indian curse type movie where an ancient tumor or a tumor turns into like ancient Indian demon, and I'm all for it. This is like an instant buy for me. They were putting it over hard, so I'm really excited about this one. Loaded with extras, worldwide UHD premiere. I don't own this. That was the thing. I really don't own these movies, and that's what was so awesome for me. Like again, last year they did Hell of the Living Dead, they did Rats. Like I have those movies, like I don't need them. And I have Black Cat. I didn't need all this, but some of this I don't have, which is really cool, you know. Terra Express, I don't really know too much about. I didn't pick that up, but a lot of great new drops, man, a lot. So let's get into some of the 75% off because I hit this pretty hard too. And you guys saw it before. There's a lot that I picked up. The first thing I want to just see if it's still available. Let's see. Was The Beast Must Die. This was one that I had been eyeing for a long time, and this is like feels like a crazy deal to me. It's 875 with the slip, and it's a gnarly ass slip, man. So I picked this one up this for sure. So that's the deal. That's like the number one deal to me. 875 for that blue with the slip. But let's kind of go back. Let's kind of go through the 75% off stuff. Let's go back home and let's check out 75%, man. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of take you through what I know and what I love. Wax Mask is killer. Okay, Wax Mask is absolutely killer. I have a slipcover on that. Great film, really, really cool movie, like really twisted. Some really like wild scenes in that one. All right. Then we've got, let's see what else. I picked up the Masturbating Gunman. I watched the trailer. It looks like my vibe for sure, but I don't know really too much about it. For Forbidden Door, I've actually heard interesting things about. So I picked up Beast Must Die. You can get the slip or the non-slip, but it ends up being $1.25 for the slip. So I picked that up for show. Suffer Little Children is one I was looking at because I really like these old Intervision DVDs. It's $5. If you don't own Sledgehammer, it's one of my favorite low budget horror movies. Definitely pick up the DVD. Or if you don't have the TerraVision Blue, definitely pick this up. Skinner's a fucking wild movie. Ted Raimi, I believe, is in this. Ricky Lake, that's right. Tracy Lords. This is a super underrated flick. Super underrated flick. If you don't own Skinner, like absolutely get it. It's so bizarre, but it's so fucking awesome. I love Skinner. Shocking Dark is really cool. Bruno Mattei. I picked up Saint Bernard. I don't really know too much about it, but I really like that cover. And $7.50. Robo War I haven't seen. Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. This is a movie that I never hear anyone talk about. That is so freaking awesome. The tone of this one, very creepy, gothic-y, witchy zombie vibes. But these three like dead women, and they're just kind of like there's fog machines. They're kind of like creeping along the countryside, killing people, and there's a weird balance between what's real and what's not in this movie, and it's like they kind of like rip the rug from underneath you at the end, and you're like, what? And it's a really cool ending. Like I enjoyed this immensely. I think it was a really good horror movie and different, really cool flick. Strongly recommend Revenge of the Living Dead. Living Dead Girl, sorry. All right, I picked up Phobe. I have Phobe in my cart right now. I didn't pick it up yet. Again, that's a $5 Intervision DVD. I have Mass Mutilator in my cart right now. I haven't picked it up yet. Frankie and His Pals I just picked up. It's an old Intervision DVD. I've wanted it for forever. What else? My buddy Halbert recommended Death Warmed Up, so I picked that one up. What else do we have here? Blackenstein I might pick up. That's like a cult classic. I picked up Beyond the Seventh Door. Oh, it's sold out. It's the first thing I've seen that's sold out. Nice. All right, I picked up that one. Beyond Darkness is fucking awesome. I love Beyond Darkness. Really one of my favorite Severin releases ever. I got my boy Claudio Fragasso on this one, who did Troll 2. The same kid from Troll 2 also. I forget the kid's name. Michael Stevenson, that's the kid's name. Yeah, he stars also in this. It's just a really, really freaking gnarly movie. I love Beyond Darkness. Really one of my favorite releases they've done. Strong recommend from me. And then I picked up Enigma. I picked up Screaming Starts. So a lot of good stuff, man. A lot of sales to be had here. And I'm not finished. Like I'm definitely going back in for more. I'm definitely gonna hit up the sale tomorrow. the box set sale tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna go on Sunday. I kind of decided this was like my Severin year. You know, I haven't hit them in a couple years, so. But listen, if you guys have anything you would recommend, even something that's not on sale, let me know because I'm not a Severin expert. I've just been collecting them for a while, so I just have a lot of their stuff, and I can recommend some stuff that I really like. But I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate hanging out. I know it's been a minute, but I'm gonna look to get back on my game, make videos more consistently. Here I am today, my last day of school, so I'm going away for about 6 days next week, but it's gonna be a summer of videos for me, man. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch you later. Peace.